Okay, Coach, thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And the Mile High air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready! 90, Wolf! Score!
They'll run on first down. Keys. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He sets to fire deep. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
29 is Mike 29. Check right.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 34-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Duncan. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On first down, Dillon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Hey, Haywood.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Duncan. And he will find his man on the outside. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
64, weak. Check 3. Shit. Sponge. No. Greystone, travel. Hey, Charlie.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Duncan. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Keys. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
Now back to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Hey, exit. Mike 34. I got one. Hey, check it up.
On 1st and 10, Duncan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Now! 34 is the mic. 34 is the mic. Now!
Back to throw. Duncan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. But it's caught. Tompkins. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point safely through. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Matchbox White.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ready. 70, Indy.
Man, I got you. Man.
6-6, pull it high. Ready.
To throw on 2nd down. Duncan. And he slings one that's incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Duncan looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, Delta.
Back to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
6 man. Check girls, check down.
2nd and 10. He's got Allen. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
152 fighter. Smith.
Operating from the gun. Duncan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On first down, Duncan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Team 6.
Check Mike 34. Mike 34. Go on,
Get.
Throwing again. Duncan. This is complete to Hawkins. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Looking to throw. Duncan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On second down, this is Jackson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point forthcoming.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
On the double.
Mike 49. Come on. You better break. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Look at me. Score. Score.
Back to throw now on first down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Squeeze.
Looking to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out. Just
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Duncan. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, but now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
He's checking crack.
Hey, Sam off.
36. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Bam. Fight.
This time they stay on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Jackson. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Look at me, zipper.
Check Mike 34. Mike,
Go.
34.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Duncan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
60 or.
Stop your whining.
Shoot.
And an alley to run. And he works it past past the 30, almost to the 25. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
Hey, Hayward!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Get in the weight room.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Here we go.
2nd and 6. So left side, it's complete. And all the way home for a Bronco score. A big play there. With touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point up and through. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing on first down. Duncan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big play here for the Bills. 56 yards. Looking to throw. Duncan. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
as much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And all the way down to the 37. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 62 yards on the ground. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They'll drop the throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Switch.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. He finds Tompkins, complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Complete to Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Now a toss play for Peyton. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Leo!
Oh, you got D? Go!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Duncan. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Hey, exit. Ready?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Duncan. And that will be incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. On fourth down, Duncan going deep here for Allen. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
55.
Shoot.
They'll run on first down. Keys, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Keys.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down. That kind of looked like a defense fed up by being gashed in the running game all night.
Yeah, and imagine their coach saying, if you're fed up on that play, where were you the rest of the time? What took you so long? But flip it over to the offensive side. They've been dominating this thing, and to finally have a play go against them, that's not something that's going to make them feel very good this evening.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Bills on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Duncan. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, Delta.
53.
On 4th down, Duncan. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain. So now
and for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
The Broncos take
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver, as his guys are in for 6. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's good for 28 yards. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 22, 30, the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
The point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Come on,
the Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Hey. Hey, orbit.
Let's go, hey. Well, Mike,
Go.
From the gun on third down, Duncan. He's able to find Hawkins. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Golf.
Our time. It's our time. Tight dog.
Ready.
On first and 10, Duncan looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Duncan caught by Allen. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Shoot.
Looking to throw. Duncan over the middle, complete. That's Reese. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw. Duncan. Allen's got it, complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Duncan toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on 4th down. On 4th down, Duncan. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Go on.
Hey, turn it up. Switch.
Hey, foxtrot.
Crunch.
Big grip.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side, complete. That's Riley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to...
y'all came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Came at